Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to the BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us, day 348. And today we've got two questions. I'm asking two questions every day for the month of December to make it a little easier on us. I'm traveling. I'll be going home, heading home tomorrow. So I'm a little excited about that because I've been gone quite a long time. And our questions today, the first one, I call it inner voice bent backwards, and you'll find out in a minute because both of our questions, the first one's pretty common question, at least in my neck of the woods. The second one is one I'm still struggling with. And I don't know if I'll think about it today or not. It depends. I'm going to be busy today helping out. So our first question, let me grab my magnifying glass. As you can see, my book is getting a little outrageously big. I've got to rubber band it so it doesn't all fall apart. We've got leave a little sparkle wherever you go as a sticker. And the front says, do more of what makes you happy. So that's been this is my work in progress journal for the challenge. I hope you've created one too, or I hope you're at least doing and thinking about the things that we talk about every day. It doesn't have to, you don't have to create a big book like I do, but I like to create a big book because then I can go back and refer to it. I can see how far I've come and my progress and lessons that I've learned and things that have really spoken to me throughout the year and throughout the challenge. So what are our two questions today? Number one, do you hear an inner voice in your head? Do you consciously hear your inner dialogue and your inner voice? And I hopped on the internet and Google and ChatGPT, of course, to do a little research on this. And I didn't write it down here, but I did write down some notes here about our inner voice and our conscious. What is it? And some data said, and some experts say, really only 25% of people actually hear an inner voice in their head. And hear their inner dialogue and think about the fact that they think. I thought that was interesting because everybody's got an inner voice. Everybody's got an inner dialogue. We all have intuition, but I guess everybody doesn't tap into it. I know I didn't when I was younger. It wasn't until I was quite a bit older that I realized, oh, I can control what my self-talk and what I say to myself in my inner voice or my conscience, or it goes by other names, right? Your inner guide, your sense of obligation, your sense of duty, your code of honor, your moral code, your categorical imperative, core values, right? What is the inner voice? What is your inner guide? Your sense of what's right and wrong, etc. That's your inner voice. And our second question, here's a doozy. If our knees bent the other way, what would chairs look like? So I haven't been able to wrap my head around this one yet. So that's our second fun question today. If your knees bent the other way, bent backwards, so to speak, what would chairs look like now? And I think it's kind of a silly, ridiculous question because if our knees were bent backwards, how would we sit? So I don't know if I'll think about that one or not. I've got a lot going on today, but maybe I'll have a couple of minutes to ponder and sketch out a couple of little pictures of what chairs would look like if our knees were bent backwards. I don't know how that would work because every other part of us bends forwards. So if we bent forward, but our knees bent backward, that would just be weird. Maybe we'd have like giant shoes that our knees walked on. I don't know. All right. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Think about your inner voice. Do you hear it? Listen today. Maybe you've never even thought about your inner voice. Tap in and listen to that today. And I'll be with you tomorrow. Have an awesome day.